Welcome everyone to tonight's matchup of Rainbow Six Siege. We have our Coast Guard Academy going up against EKU Maroon. And once again, my lovely production friend Damien is with me.
Hello everyone. Welcome to another wonderful night of Siege in the A Division.
And we're thinking it's going to be a good one, ladies and gents. We're starting off on Nighthaven Labs, and we're starting with a Monty Bang. How this will turn out, who knows? We might even see the Blackbeard come out. We did see a lot of Blackbeard bans last week.
I was thinking about that just now. I'm like, with Monty banned, that means I can see Blackbeard instead, right?
I think that's going to be what's going on, because Dokebi is now off the board. Get rid of the logic bombs. Completely understand. As for defense, might see some traps out of the way. The zombie, very big ban. A lot of usage she got last week, especially on that cafe top floor. This was absolutely ridiculous, the zombie plays. And who are we gonna have? Maybe a Fenrir? A Tubarao. Very interesting.
Very interesting. But I guess because it's Nighthaven, he has a lot of value.
He does. A lot, especially with his AR-15, you know, keeping that long-range distance with high damage is also very nice. But here we go. Our round one will begin shortly with the Coast Guard on attack, and EKU will be defending first. Have a pretty decent lineup. We have Clash and Warden being brought here, along with the standard denial of Mutant Bandit and the Fenrir to slow down the attackers. We're going to see our starting lineup of Blackbeard, Blitz, Ash, Ace, and a Sam. Why am I forgetting his in-game name? Zero. That's right. That's Sam Fisher, okay? Alright. You will never take him away from me. You might not make another game for him, but you'll never take away his legacy. They are going to probably swap the Zero, it looks like, for a Finka. And the Ash for a Thermite. Oh, we're switching our breaches around. Okay, I see. Nothing too strange coming out from EKU in terms of site setup just yet. The default rotates, you know, they have their angles. They do have their rotate into the connector area. So how this breach is going to get played out, especially since we had a little bit of a run out, that was interesting.
Yeah, before that, I was going to say, it's like, we look like we have a very conservative defensive stance, like, just all within sight, and then I saw that, I'm like, oh, well, I'm a liar in that case. There was at least one person roaming slightly.
Some strategy must be developing, but Bandit Trick might be successful. No, they don't get it off. That's where the lack of a Tubarao comes in, and Donut will be our first killer on the game, and he'll take out Lomo. That's your Fenrir's gone extremely early, so that's a lot less hassle that you can deal with now. You do still have the annoyance of the Clash and the Warden for that main break. Deleted getting very involved here on this catwalk area. Clash is still being held down in her position. Nitro Cell will come out, doesn't connect with much. Donut does incur a little bit of damage. Gag also taking a little bit of electric damage, and Sin with a big Nitro Cell kill on the Gag. Evening out the man count. Oh, Blackbeard getting into an engagement. Sin, he might get his second one here. Ooh, very risky play, but he gets alive with just a bit of health left. He's spotted out. They know his position, and Deleted will get another headshot.
Fortunately, still fire coming back up, and they come up, so they immediately get knocked down for that one. Elsewhere, it looked like Donut was doing numbers as well.
I think he picked off the Clash during the whole incursion that was going on. The Coast Guard do have the manpower, but the clock is working against them. 60 seconds left. They need to collapse onto this bomb site as Borgar will take out Donut. Thatcher has done his job already, so you do just get a gun off the board. That's your Thermite down as well. Man count suddenly getting very evened out. And Deleted is also getting shredded right now from both sides. He needs the backup of his teammate, Diamond Blaster, who hasn't Finka boosted to revive Legend.
I think they're out of boosts. I've seen 2 go through already.
There's no way. They don't save a boost? That's crazy. The diffuser is in hand. They're still getting pelted from both sides. And the time is just not looking good. As they need to be careful here. Deleted with his second on the round. It's all up to Moon, and he's getting absolutely laid up right now. Working against the clock, and that Blackbeard is going to get involved. And he'll get his 3rd kill. Very nice stuff from Deleted. And the Coast Guard will take round number 1.
You've seen the value already of why Blackbeard usually gets banned.
It's just
able to swing that corner freely.
A full metal shield and an assault rifle. Like, my goodness. The potential is just massive. Blackbeard is honestly just a ball of kinetic energy that gets released onto any bomb site.
I was actually surprised that the time of that round took what it was, considering how quickly we were to the action, already onto the site.
Absolutely. But EKU lost a lot of manpower in the beginning minutes, and then it just, Borger was answering back very strongly. Brought it back to a 2v2, and then EKU just unfortunately couldn't finish it off, but it was still good plays from Coast Guard. They got that wall open very early despite the double denial of the Mute and Bandit. They just didn't Bandit trick properly. It happens. Let's see if they'll go for it again, because they are returning to the same bomb site.
5 seconds left.
When this happens, you usually say, okay, there's a couple of mistakes we made that we can correct, so we're going to opt in to try again. Usually what you want to do in these kinds of situations is if something was either too close or didn't work at all, you just opt in for your next bomb site.
Okay. Well, it looks like here their answer was to bring Mute Bandit and Kaid as well now.
Oh,
so they really don't want them to get this wall open whatsoever. Ooh, Legend taking heavy still taking damage. So definitely a lot more damage. Oh, another tick there. Let's taking heavy damage from that wall.
Electric damage? Yeah.
Yes. Taking away.
The trick is successful. Oh, I believe they still have thermal barrier charges. The Ace is going to, meanwhile, be opening up our connector passageway. And we're kind of just set up on Rafters solo.
Someone's taking heavy damage. Second that wall open. Gag took. Hello.
Big nade. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Deleted does get deleted, and a couple trades coming off. Legend will get one, answered immediately by Kolvix.
Deleted going down early might make this a bit difficult to approach now.
Could spell doom for the Coast Guard here. They still have this unopened wall. I believe they did get the connector wall anyway, but that's a death sentence when you're working against the rotate that EKU are currently playing with. How they're going to do this, I'm not sure. I did see 2 Finka boosts, as you had noticed from last time, so they should have 1 left. But it's just not a lot of time and not a lot of health either to deal with. As Kolvix finds another one, and Diamond Blaster will answer immediately back with a very impactful headshot.
Slowly creeping our way in. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is very, Gotta get the meat jammers. Gotta take him out. I believe Legend knows that Borgor is playing on this position with a shotgun, and what just exploded? I believe that was a grenade from Diamond. But here we go. They're getting connector open. See what kind of options they can make for themselves as we start nearing the 30-second mark. EKU are doing a great job of stalling this attack, but it gets changed very soon. Rotate is smoked off, and no! Borger hasn't turned around, but Moon able to answer back, utilizing the Warden goggles. It's all up to Diamond
in there now, with that shotgun out of that door frame. Very little amount of time left. And this
might see a double swing.
Oh, didn't take advantage of that.
Just stall him out. They don't need to push him. Oh, and there goes the plan. And
Three.
that's closing impending doom.
Operators, you are out of time.
They might have actually been able to stick that. It looks like both of them ran around to that corner and didn't see them to the right.
Well, I mean,
Eventually they'd find them, but
yeah,
they could have had a little more time on it. But
saves the KD, and EKU will take the very next round. So now we're even. 1-1. These team has been properly introduced to each other. Let's see how they coordinate now as they go down to the basement.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
This basement lineup.
a bit more roamy, I'll say, with a vigil being presented.
You definitely want to have that middle floor control when you're playing this bomb site. So the vigil I can completely understand here. I believe, do they have the ball share? I'd assume they have a ball share, just off of principle. The mirror setup as well for the exterior walls, I do like just to collect information, even though they get banged up rather quickly. Or maybe they might be set up somewhere else to keep that distance and still keep the information. You still have the bandit. The Legion I like to keep dealing with the Blackbeard, as Blackbeard has been opted in for a blitz now. That should be fun. Also the care about
there.
Very aggressive. Reach. I don't think they'll be getting that open anytime soon. Deleted the center.
Legend is. Ooh, okay, well, I was gonna comment on Legend's health, but I think there's more critical difference now.
Especially with Gag having no health.
Yes.
That is your breacher off of the board, and it's
Pretty sure
only
it's this mirror
been
setup here that's doing it.
Yep, that's a very hard-hitting spot. They did get the window, even though they did lost. Now they lose another man. And Sin is upstairs dealing with it, but Deleted answering right back. He might knows that there's another one. Very nice double kill from Deleted. That's Legion off the board as well, and I don't think he got enough influential boom mines out of that. Borger pushing his luck as well, trying to take and avenge his teammates. I believe Legend and Diamond are still set up outside of this breach, being pestered by Kolvix, as he's just poking in and out of cover.
When it comes to Legion, I enjoy sitting on site and just throwing them every corner possible.
Lomo was hoping to trade out his teammate. Unfortunately, he did
very low.
Legend is not in a good spot at all. He has almost no health.
But
that's
placement is
unfortunate
good.
for Deleted. And now Coast Guard are in a very tough spot with this breach and the clock still working against this mirror. With absolutely hardly any information. Kolvix does get lit up though. Another big engagement, and Diamond's gonna lose that out, and Kolvix is just a monster. He gets 4, I believe. Either 3 or 4 kills. Either way, very nice shots from great positioning. EKU looking good after that first initial round. It was a close round, I will say. So they're just gonna keep rolling with that. And it's gonna see how it keeps working out for them. Bringing back to Fenrir and a smoke this time over the mute. We are first floor, so that might get a little more value out of that, especially with these Maluzis that are also being brought here.
Jackal being hovered as of right now, with the acknowledgement of that they do want to start roaming a little bit, it seems.
Bomb located.
Well, the EKU have played this perfectly. They've made them think roamers are going to be out in full swing, but now with the way they're setting up their sites, they will have top floor control, but other than that, you won't have anybody lurking around most of the time. Majority of these operators are to hold their angle, hold their choke points.
Right.
So if
seconds
Legend
left
isn't
before
careful, he might just waste precious time that he could be utilizing elsewhere.
Attackers
But I
objective is
assume
defuse the bomb.
he'll be useful in the top floor and down take. We'll just have to see as we play out. As before, operators run up the stairs, looking very eager and hungry to get inside of the building. And here we go. Very loud, very proud. Excuse me, you're in my way. Deleted wants in the fight as soon as possible. Getting ready to breach the connector, and they'll swamp into the NG room. Sin is over there expecting a breach from the exterior wall, but it's actually coming from inside. Whether or not he's acknowledged that he should now, as the breach has started to open down. Mortar also wanting to get involved, holding the position. Gunfire being traded off, back and forth.
Quick contact going on. Oop, heavy damage on the donut. Exposed shoulder.
Not
Soon to finish it
careful.
up.
There he goes. Donut will fall, and so will delete it. That's a very important fragger off of the board. And now it's all up to the last three. Gag also getting taken out as well. And Sin and Bargor are just tearing up the Coast Guard. It's all up to Legend, and he's getting absolutely lit up, and he's taken down by Lone.
All around. Yeah, just those two were just holding the angle perfectly for each other, and just not much that can be done for that.
Did you see
You look
that?
one way, and another person's gonna get you.
Absolutely.
And
Great
yeah, that
established
looked weird.
crossfires.
Siege is cool when it comes to that.
Very fun game. Coast Guard will opt in for a timeout. Very needed after the last few rounds, I'd say. Hopefully they can gather something together. I will say Donut got very aggressive without having any coverage, and that ultimately led to his demise, as the established crossfire from Borger and Sin was ultimately his mistake there. Other than that, though, EKU have been playing very well. They've been holding their angles, they've been holding their own. It's the Coast Guard I'm worried about, that they keep sending bodies one after one. I'd like to see a little bit more coordination, but we'll see how it starts to play out after this timeout.
All right.
With these rounds gone, we're going to head back to the second floor. So it should be similar setups from both teams as we saw previously in our round number 1 and 2.
Grim showing.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
I like it. Grim is one of those characters that, if you play it correctly, he really shines. Especially when it comes to flushing out anyone who's in a certain position, because the combination of a Grim canister and a grenade is very dangerous. As I say that, though, we're going to swap to a Finka to aid the Blackbeard. Just as I say, whenever we see these teams try and utilize the shield operators, you have to have another. You got to bring a battle buddy. Another player needs to be playing off your shield and utilizing the fact that there is a hunk of sheet metal in your
Attackers
face.
are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Well, Blackbeard, not as needed, but definitely welcome. We'll see how we fare into this, how quickly we can get there already. 'Cause
It's looking like a similar take as we go back to the IT exterior wall. Bandit trick looking to be successful once again, and the EMPs are coming out. Kolvik still set up over here, and I believe, despite the effort to trick, they did breach the IT wall. Moon getting a very early kill onto deleted. That's the Blackbeard gone, and only 50 seconds have escaped from these operators.
that is their main fragger taken down, so the strains of the pushing power is fallen significantly.
Absolutely, especially with Moon shutting that down rather quickly. He did incur quite a lot of damage, but I say it was well worth it. extremely influential pick. Lomo also creeping around, investigating where the gunfire is coming from. But other than that, EKU are playing their angles and forcing the Coast Guard to come to them. They do have the breaches open, they're just not collapsing just yet. They'll start to make their way into the connector wing.
Getting droned in. However, scary Fenrir.
Ooh, this could be big. This could be big from Borger. If he angles it correctly, I think they might know. Oh, just missed. I don't believe it made contact with anyone, but it did definitely scare them off into wasting some time. 50 seconds to go. We still have the Coast Guard set up into the connector area, and if they're not careful, they're going to be bottlenecked very roughly. I don't think Lomo... Oh, big kill from Lomo, but he traded off directly by Donut. And now he's spotted off by Borgar, who's going to get a second pick on the round. Quick 4v2 after that engagement, and now both players stuck in IT, being Fenrir'd off. All the information is being fed via the clash. And the Coast Guard are in a very rough position. 15 seconds to go with no chance of entry, it seems like. Flashing in, grenade will come out from Diamond, not getting any value at all. And they're just stuck fighting this clash. It is just not looking good for the Coast Guard. And EKU will win off of time. I don't know how Thermite survived. Did you see that? That looked like he ate the full force of buckshot.
It was a very interesting round. In the current state of things, it looks like once one of Coast Guard's teammates go down, again, as I said, the pushing power being depleted, they kind of stall for a bit, and then they don't really know how to adapt fast enough.
If they keep up that trend, it's not going to look great for them for the rest of this map, and quite possibly the rest of this series.
However, we do have a scope post coming out, which is very interesting to see. And there's only so many rounds on attack left for them, so
this will be their final attack, and with the Scopos comes the Deimos from Diamond. That will be a thorn in the side of Sin. Aside from that, we do have the previous lineup, excuse me, that we saw earlier. You know, we have our castle, have the blitz. Whether or not they go for the same positioning, it looks like they will. It's up to the Coast Guard to acknowledge that maybe we should play this different a little time, especially since Gag has opted in to take the Maverick over a conventional breacher.
this is a lot more all around the board sort of team comp right now. It's more like you don't need to be with each other. Everyone's just trying to flush out, find what they can in each corner of the map.
It's very well. Gag almost loses his head after a quick bout with Moon.
Ooh,
oh, wow.
The patience was there, but the timing not.
Kolvix does take a little bit of damage from Gag. He sees his visor. Wait, that's
However,
not,
that is not hit.
Oh my, that's just glass. That's just pure glass. That was almost very bad. Oh wait, do you see the nitro from Moon? If Gag doesn't catch on, there might be a very quick victim for that. Gag is not in a great spot at all. He's stuck between Moon and Kolvix off of the Maverick hole and the rotate hole.
Diamond currently hunting down Lomo. Not sure how much is going to come from that right now.
Donut has joined the hunt as well. The Lomo is just not having a fun time with the line scan also being utilized. It's safe to say they know where Lomo is, and oh, very nice shot from deleted. Taking out Borkor, that's your castle gone.
Gag's still trying to make use at the front of the site. However, We
Not
will
gonna happen.
deny that further.
Legend will take out Lomo. Finally, he's been hunted down and discarded. He will take Donut with him for a little bit of HP. He's downed and will be rise back up. Try and collapse onto this bomb site. A little over 45 to go, and Coast Guard have got the map control. They've got the picks, but they're taking quite a long time to collapse onto the site.
Effective use. Find footprints here.
That came out of Donut right there. Unfortunately, not many players are there to respawn right now. As Legend gets taken out, Donut will respawn. Kolvik's also answering.
He's dropping left and right with 20 seconds coming down, 2-2. However, a lot more health
remaining.
lost for Coast Guard.
Especially since they're working against the clock. Donut's gonna have to swing and see what he can collect here. He didn't spot Kolvik's. Oh, the quick flick.
Go.
Donut will take him out. The diffuser's going down, but it's all up to Moon, and whether or not he can find him, he will. Donut will go down, and EKU will win.
Ooh.
5-1.5.
Alright, well, we're switching to the other sides now. We'll see what both of these teams bring to the table in the reverse positions.
Quite a formidable defense from EKU, I would say.
So yeah, I'm seeing how Nighthaven was able to get through. Looks like these teams do enjoy it and have plans for it.
They've played it very well.
Defenders, protect
Let's
your
see
bombs
if they
from
can
being
keep this
defused by
streak
attackers.
going on their attack. Coast Guard with a very trap-heavy defense. A Thorn, a Malusi, and an Ella all being brought
Bomb
together.
located by attackers.
It'll be very unfortunate for whatever operator decides to walk through the Banshee, hitting the Gershmont mine, and then hitting Razor Bloom Shell.
We can always do more though. Throw more traps into the mix.
Get some barbed wire in there. I don't think we have, but no, we don't have barbed wire. We do have 2 C4s though.
Remaining.
Plenty of, no shortage of explosives for the Coast Guard.
Do we really need the Mira? I think we can go for Capcan or Lazen here too. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I would have signed off on that. In any case, though, EKU will bring the Maverick, the Ace, the Blackbeard as well. They'll bring the Nomad and the Capitao for those post-plant engagements. Some Kulviks will get busy on the IT wall, denying any sort of bandit trick. However, there are a lot of operators that are stacked up in IT right now. Legend hanging around rafters and deleted. Sharing the same. Speaking of deleted, he will delete Kulviks from the server. Very influential Nitro kill. Off of the. I see. A mirror window is in IT. Very interesting usage here. That limits the options for EKU by just a bit. They have started making their entry into connector. With that, Lomo still looking around.
If it wasn't for Blackbeard, it would serve the purpose of forcing them to funnel into separate areas where the traps are more effective. However, as I said,
There was some great teamwork from EKU right there.
indeed, they
Nade to flush out. And as I said, the Razor Bloom almost takes the life of Sin away. But he's able to quickly maneuver himself out of there, being a 3-speed and such.
they're gradually making their way closer to the site. Close to a minute left.
EKU still trying to establish some sort of positioning. They have still some time to work with. Just need to get set up for this post-plant division. And Lomo is being very sly. He does get the Banshee and he'll walk away with it.
Completely unpunished for that one, because shields are cool.
Shields are definitely cool, especially Lomo does still have a frag grenade to push it. Never mind. Sid is just gonna go and take out Legend himself. That alleviates pressure from Lomo, I believe. That's the Mira window player. And if played correctly, yep, here come the smokes. This should give Lomo the chance to push in through IT. And there we go. Through Raptors, Mirror Window has been broken. Diamond taking out Borger. Sin answering back immediately, but Moon taken out by the Razor Bloom. Sin picks up another. It's a 2 versus 1 with the clock dwindling down. It's all up to Donut, but he's going to be put in this post plant now. Working against an active Blackbeard and a post plant fire dart. Not a lot of options for Donut, but if he can successfully outgun them, he might be able to get away with it. It's gonna be rough going against the Blackbeard. Not gonna happen. He'll charge on through, and Lomo will close out our round.
I'd say I want to talk like there's just a lot of methodical gameplay being done by EKU with one person will spot one person, another person finds the flank on them, and then followed up there was also like effective uses of the smokes that they like planned for clearly to make their way over and make sure they can get into the site.
I absolutely agree. EKU have been utilizing their positioning very well. You know, to alleviate the pressure off of Lomo when he was stuck on the mirror window was a great play by Sin, and they're getting the intel, they're getting the picks, and mate, that's what's winning it for them. Having a 2 versus 1 in the post plant and with the correct operators needed for it was just great stuff from them. Coast Guard, though, while they did see minor success in some of their plays, ultimately they just couldn't finish it out. And they'll have to come up with something here, as it is a match point situation for EKU. They have opted out of the mirror for yet another trap operator. They'll bring a Legion.
Definitely seeing why EKU is currently undefeated in the season.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Given a couple of them was a bye and a forfeit, but still, in the games they played, they're still winning. So
We're looking very strong. They're proving that those wins aren't just for show, that they can definitely earn them as well. So, we'll start the gunfights. Donut is going to get caught here, pushing him back to site. Donut's going to be careful as he tries to retreat back to safety. Still have not met each other in a direct incursion just yet. I do believe Moon and Kolvix are working on that IT wall. And not much.
it's a very quiet round right
come
now.
on. EKU definitely playing to their strengths of finding their targets and flushing them out. They've spotted the utility, and Lomo is going to answer to try and take it out. Trying to alleviate some pressure. Speaking of pressure, big Elamine and the Gurmey needle in his foot.
Oh look,
I'll force him back.
they're doing exactly what I said to do. It's actually very funny.
That's just unfortunate timing for Legend. He's gonna get gunned down right in the back. The Malusi spotted out. Try and aid Moon. Moon also delivering some gunfire down the hallway. And it's quite the stack on the other side for EKU here. They're brute forcing their way through. Donut starting to get involved. We'll take out Moon, evening the main count to a 4-4. 60 seconds to go. Gag is spotted and he's taken out rather quickly. Sin will also find Donut, and the flanking deleted gets deleted for a Kolvix double kill, and it's all up to Diamond. He's taken out by Borger, and EKU will take map number 1.
With the round that started very quiet, suddenly exploded near the end, or near the end there, without even being down a wire on time.
That's the methodicalness that EKU work with. It's great stuff from them. You know, they had a very strong defense, and their attacks proved to be just as strong.
It's a very good map one to see. Now we're gonna head over to Chalet.
Ooh, a bit of Chalet.
Which at this point, I feel like Chalet's growing on me. Back when I played, I was usually very adamant on not wanting to play Chalet, but usually that's because my teammates don't play it well enough. Not so much my dislike for it, but
I don't know about you, but our map was Clubhouse. We could dominate on Clubhouse if we played it correctly. It was like home. It was like home. You couldn't beat us at home.
it wasn't a rotation to the end. But my favorite map will always have been Villa.
Oh yes.
As a Valkyrie player, I loved Villa so much.
I can understand why it's not in the pool anymore, but you know, Villa has its moments.
I mean, I can understand and not understand because then we have Skyscraper in instead. So
True. That's we don't talk about Skyscraper.
if I see any Skyscraper picks this season, it's gonna be wild.
It'll definitely be wild. We could also even see more Lair. I think didn't we have a Lair match? I believe.
I feel like we did.
I think like 2 weeks ago we saw our first match of Lair.
Yeah.
I believe have our teams taken 5? Wasn't watching.
Usually the case though.
Well, we're gonna see where our teams are in a few minutes. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, after a quick break, here we go. We're gonna have our map 2 on Chalet. Coast Guard this time starting on our defense, and EKU starting on our attack. Let's see if the short little break Coast Guard can adapt to what they saw over on Nighthaven. And I think they will, because EKU is going to get rid of the Blackbeard, so Coast Guard really have limited options now.
He really is just an oppressive and defensive force. It gives a lot to the table.
No,
well, that's interesting.
Very
no shield.
Great limitation of shields. I don't think these teams like shields, now that I'm seeing it.
Which means Clash gets banned next, right?
You would think, but it's
the Clash was actually used very effectively. But...
Oh yeah, that Clash, I believe it was round 5,
somewhere around
that
there,
just absolutely stopped Coast Guard from any sort of advance. Was crazy.
Fender is a fair ban. Can't
Very
go
fair.
wrong with that.
Valkyrie is interesting because
no one played Valkyrie at any of the rounds as far as I know. But
a lot of their info was gathered from deployable cams.
Deployable cams and also just positioning in general.
True. We'll see how it goes for them now that they are side-swapping for this match. Zofia, Flores, an Ace, a Grim, and a Capital for EKU. And we have a Frost, a
Attackers
Mira,
locate and defuse bombs.
a Zombie this time around, a Wamai, and the Thorn will make a return.
I'm rather liking these teams already so far here. I like the idea of unknowingly
By
that
attackers.
the Flores can flush out these positions of the Azami and such.
Borger's usage of the Rotoro drones is going to be important here. They want to get rid of this Azami and get rid of any extra utility, especially those razor balloons that are overlooked.
Go.
Oh, my Flores. Oh well.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, Borger will swap over for a Dekebi. Completely understand. Kolvik's also bringing the Nomad, and Lomo bringing the Grim. Ooh, I know what Kolvik's is doing here. He's definitely setting up for a window repel. He's just gonna rain death from above.
Why Kovik's walking through the basement right now?
That's a great question, you know, because he did air jab the positions to play. So I guess they just want to clear out first. I'm not sure because he
My co-caster's lying to me, guys.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Any other Nomad would be on that repel right now. He air jabbed those positions greatly. Now he's just playing for the flank watch.
Either way,
which
we're
is
still making our
Oh my gosh. Donut just Assassin's Creed onto Kolvik's. And that's the Nomad off the board.
well,
Meaning that Moon has a little bit less coverage now as he's repelling. Donut will get traded by Sin though. Where was he? Oh, he was in the kitchen. I think he was caught out by one of those Nomads.
Free firing this stairwells. Oh, Legend taking a lot of damage elsewhere. What is happening? Things are happening.
A lot of things.
Explosion.
Logic Bomb is still
Well, but Legend was ready for that.
He really was. Great reaction.
Oh, I
That's the Grim
see what's
zone.
happening here, yeah. I'm picking
It's-
up what's happening now.
They're still holding their angles in. Legend gets a second kill. 2 versus 4 now. Borger still has 1 Logic Bomb in the pocket. Moon is playing this repelled position, which I don't think he'll get a lot of usage out of.
They're called
Second
coming
Logic
in.
Bomb will come out. They won't get too much info as Moon is still in a passive position.
Damn, Legend
Borger
playing this closet really well right now.
will
Feeling
opt-
very comfortable here.
Coast Guard are playing a lot better than they were. Time dwindling down and holding their angles. They have a very large man count now.
Ooh,
As I say that though, Legend will get clipped in the shoulder.
finally bringing their reign of terror to an end.
Moon gets the kill onto Legend in an attempt to even the round count. They are on site, and Borger's in a great spot to deny this. Hold on. Oh, wait, but they don't know about the bathroom. It doesn't matter, though. Moon will get it off in time, but he gets taken out immediately. Borger's still in a great spot to try and deny. He will not, though. Gag will take him down, and Coast Guard will take round number 1.
So being able to get the plant there is very nice, but unfortunately they were limited on the information that they knew, which is why they planted there anyways. Because like, all right, we can't move forward from here, drop it here, and just hope, because it was looking pretty good for the positions, but unfortunately, results may vary.
Borger was in a very good spot to assist Moon there, but the rotate and the lack of info just it led to Moon's death, and then the unlucky pick onto Borger, who I believe it was Donut who had taken him out that round.
I believe so.
In any case,
To the basement.
Locate and defuse bombs.
to the basement, and we'll see if Coast Guard can keep up this round streak. Pretty solid defense. They really made it out EKU's time there.
Attackers have
Made
discovered
them
the
use
location of bombs.
a lot more extra than they usually would. Gag bringing in the Kai, Legend also bringing the Malusi Banshees. No, no floor. Come on, bring the Flores. You know you want to. Come on.
Do one over
5 seconds remaining.
Well, the 6 picks will show
Attackers are
our
heading
classic
out.
breaching dynamic duo of Thermite Thatcher. Can never go wrong with a little Thermite Thatcher.
this is not telling me.
EKU making their rounds.
Ah,
Looks like a top bottom clear. Donut is getting very ambitious, planting his EDDs in very far away spots. Which, with the way EKU are playing, I don't think these spots are going to be able to be utilized.
I feel like it's gonna be one of those ironic games, it seems, because in the current state of things, I'll hold off on it. I'll wait till the end of this map to determine whether I
Don't
relay this.
lose it. Don't lose it, because we do see quite a bit of action coming from Borgor and Kolvix as they'll start to open up the boiler wall.
We got a long-strawn angle here.
Attackers dropped
They have the trench control.
In fact, I played this map so many times that I never even have thought about this lawn angle from the garage being an option.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen it.
and the sights that you can go to. Ooh, Kolvik's getting very risky here. It pays off though. He'll get one. That's legend off the board.
Covered the bomb diffuser.
And with that, I think they will start to see whether or not they can execute.
We are in there.
Kolvix is going to go in.
However,
The Richard Bloom does get shot out. Kolvix is going to need the cover, and Loma will provide such, as he'll take out Donut. He's going to get another down onto Gag. Deleted also going down as well, and it's all up to Diamond in a 1 versus 5 post plant. Stuck in blue, getting caught by the Grim, and EKU will turn it around with a flawless.
Very, very quickly did everyone from the Coast Guard suddenly not be alive.
I just dropped to the floor. It was very good execute by EKU. That beginning pick was all they needed for Kolvix to walk into side and try and get the diffuser down. Great stuff from EKU. It's looking like Coast Guard win their round, and they say, yeah, we're comfortable with this. I hope that's not the truth. I hope Coast Guard played to their strengths. Because all in all, it wasn't too bad of a sight setup. It just kind of alleviated a lot more map control than they would have. And they should have, I should say.
I know I would have lost to that. Because as I said, not prepared for that lawn angle hold they had going on, which is why, yeah, they're trying to protect this side of the wall now more intently. The real strength of that, I really like that setup that EKU do, because it literally lets you play that slight side. All you need to take is this very slight control of A, and then you have so much angles being held.
Especially if the defense isn't prepared for it. It's a
Right.
spot. With that, though, Coast Guard are determined to keep boiler control.
We did
Since they have
peeked out, it looked like, and took some heavy damage, but they're now being hunted down for the remainder of it.
very heavy damage. I believe that was all done by Sin, and oh, we have a disconnect. Looking like it might have to be a quick little rehost. I can't imagine the teams will play this out. I feel like they'll just play this for the sake of playing it.
See how we address this. No one said anything yet, but
Very unfortunate. That could be a momentum stop for EKU if it's too much time in between the round. I do believe both teams are idle. Never mind. I believe Moon is in little bit of an engagement with Legend. Oh no, he's in the front. Okay. In any case, it looks like the teams will play out the round anyway, and that Kai trick is not how you do that.
Well, there was a lot of they really were very intent on getting that wall open one way or another.
Oh yeah. If you can't get one, you go ahead and get the other. Diamond has not figured that out yet. He is intent on holding the boiler position. Deleted, still upstairs. Whether or not he'll here. Off of the smokes and the missed nitrocell, Kovitz will try and plant. Donut catching him out though. Moon trading it off. Gag just ran into the open there for whatever reason. And Borger will take out Legend. 3 versus 2. I really thought that was a run out, but no, it's just Moon trying to get some coverage onto the black stairs.
I mean, creeping.
The diffuser not in a great position, but if the cover is good from Moon, or from Borger, I should say, they might be able to get it. Oh wait, they grabbed the diffuser and were able to get away.
Huh.
Now it might be a play through black stairs. They just need to find the operators. I don't think they saw Diamond. But they hear it though. Donut will take out another player off of the Jaeger. Borger needs to hold this angle quickly, and Sin's gonna go for the kills instead. He'll get one. Diamond gets one of his own, and he doesn't know where he is. Never mind, he finds him anyway.
A little scary near the end there.
Coast Guard will take the round. Whether or not the round will be accepted, I feel we'll be hearing soon. I can't imagine that round will count, as EKU did lose a man. We have to rehost. Yes, I assume that's
Could be
what
the
was going to
case.
happen.
So we are going to leave this lobby real quick.
Well,
Careful, careful. Yes, abandoned match.
well,
So don't accidentally click quit game like I would. I have done that.
well, interesting. All right. Well, while we have this time, I do want to discuss. Despite EKU losing a man, they did play rather well. The post plant just didn't go as they planned, and Coast Guard took full advantage of that, and they were able to win that round. Even though the round doesn't look like it will count, Coast Guard still look like they have some life in them. We'll see how much life they will have, depending on the length of this pause. We'll see what needs to be done. But other than that, yeah, both teams are still playing to their strengths. And we're going to see, hopefully after a quick tech pause, how this will translate into the further rounds. So I think we're going to take a quick break to figure everything out, and we should be back shortly.
We're back.
Welcome back. After a quick little tech pause, we are back, and I think we are going to replay the round. Oh, we're replaying. What was the score? Hold on. I could have sworn, wasn't it 1-1 before that round?
I have short-term memory. Disclaimer.
I think they're taking that round.
Attackers need
I'm
to
not gonna
locate
lie.
and defuse
No,
bombs.
yeah. It was 1-1, so I think Coast Guard is actually going to win that round, and EKU is going to forfeit it. Well, I guess Coast Guard will take what they can get, and we're just going to keep on trekking it to round number 4.
Forward march.
Forward march. With that, it's a little bit of a momentum shift for EKU. Coast Guard should
10 seconds
try and
to
keep
insertion.
this momentum the best that they can as they head back. Ooh, excuse me. As they head back up to the top floor. The great
Attackers
library
must
hold.
locate and
Say,
defuse the bomb.
I like this. I used to do that hold. But we go. Same-ish operators coming from the side of EKU. We did bring the Buck and the Zofia.
There was a giant X on that wall.
No, they're promoting the Siege X announcement that's coming out in May, which will be the new era of Siege.
Now I feel like a real siege caster.
Which a lot of people were saying on Twitter that if they can do that, that they should put a esports art like they have in CS:GO.
Yeah.
Which I full 100% agree with. Kolvik's getting engaged with an enemy operator. He absolutely knows he's there. The rest of EKU really trust Kolvik's, and I see why, because Diamond's getting taken out single-handedly. Bathroom is good. Too bad there's no players in there right now. Donut on a very heavy flank with a lot of operators firing back at him, and
Speaking of fire him back.
that will actually grant him an escape. Never mind, he ran the wrong way. Sin will take him out, giving EKU the round count, man count. Tearing up the floor will be Sin and Lomo. Gaining intel on this bathroom position. It'll be a Astro Stairs take. Looks like Deleted wants to give up the bathroom now that he knows that all the pressure that's being applied there. Borgor in a great spot. Very nice kill onto Deleted. He almost could see a second one. That's just unfortunate timing. Gag answering back onto Kolvik's. Mr. Zofia off the board. Gag has not noticed that they have eyes on him.
Say no one's addressing that spawn angle being held in the window.
He'll fall down anyway. And there goes the defuse. Legend stuck in this 1 versus 4. Swing out. Firing what he can, but won't get anything.
The gun difference does exist.
Along with the line of sight distance.
Yeah, a lot of factors being thrown in there.
Borger closes out the round, and we're now evened out at a 2-2. You think EKU were being nice giving them that round?
I mean, in my case, I try to do it things as little problematic as possible. So I'm like, yeah, go for it. Try to leave little room for dispute.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Fair. I mean, if EKU keep playing how they are, the round shouldn't matter too much. I will say though, on some rounds, Coast Guard looked really nice, and on other rounds, not so much. The movement of the bag was questionable, as he did not foresee that he was taking fire from
10 seconds left.
the window.
EKU's teasing me so much. Keep hovering the Flores. I don't know if they're gonna stick with it ever. I love seeing Flores play.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse.
I don't
Looks
think
like we're good. We did it.
Oh wait, we got it! Flores!
I'm so happy.
Flores and an Ash, though. Shouldn't see a lot of utility standing after this. Setting up with a split push, it seems. Borgar and Sin going through library as the rest of EKU are going to spread out and take the canine position.
Ooh.
Very cheeky angle from the leader. He's getting aggressive. I believe Moon will answer back with the same type of aggression, however. But I don't think... Yeah, Coast Guard does not have anything to stop this wall breach, so they're going to start getting these angles for free, and Kolvix gets a pistol headshot onto Legend. Lucy being removed off the board. Very close engagement onto Diamond. He's a little stuck. And the rest of EKU have made their way in, taking a lot of space here. For whatever reason, Coast Guard have given up a lot of library control that they would previously establish. Deleted. Might get into a bit of a fight here. I believe he does get spotted off of the drone. And Moon in a position to try and catch out anybody that's still playing Office, especially with Lomo on the long angle. Kawan Hives are going to get caught by the magnet. Position for the gag. And I don't think until we see another pick from EKU they'll be able to collapse. 50 seconds still to go, and there's the pick I was talking about. 2 more for Sin. He'll get a 3rd! He's just wrecking house. That's a 5 versus 1. Now it's a 5 versus none. As EKU will take a flawless round.
Third flawless round in this matches tonight. This matches?
Series.
Series. That's a good word. I like that one.
EKU are just very strong. He just walked in there. Sin had no hesitation of pushing the Coast Guard defense.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as
Whoa.
many bombs as they can.
This will be the final defense for the Coast Guard. If they can even it out at the half, they might have a good fighting chance when it comes to their attack. Or they might just slip away if EKU keep playing to their strengths like they have. Ooh, flashing the Deimos. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. Also like the Ram being brought as well, along with the Nomad. Thermite Thatcher is usually going to be brought majority of the time when you have this site.
Attackers' objective.
And those will be locked in. Coast Guard do like their counter grenade ops. They brought the Jaeger Woman almost every round, I believe. And they'll bring one or the other. Setting up for a top to bottom take. As per usual, Momo and Moon to clear out these roamers as much as possible, and they've already breached the snowmobile wall. Great job from EKU. Borgar make a very quick usage. And Donut is in a tough spot here, being spotted by the Deimos. Both teams relaying information to each other, whether or not they would get a pick onto anything. Donut will take more damage than Lomo, and I think he'll have to back off with that. Playing passively. Oh, excuse me? A mate 70 in this economy? I respect it. I respect it. Sin will get taken out after that play. And Deleted will walk away with a mate 70. Very nice. Moon starting to tear up the floor, quite literally, utilizing the boogie drones. Very close to spotting Deleted there, who's stuck in that line connector area. They have the wall open, but they don't have the info or angles to go in for the post plant. So Deimos finding Deleted, seeing if he's looking around. Legend still holding to his angles. And Deleted's able to retreat back to the safety of his. Almost going to catch on to that fact and remove it. Still a lot of destruction being rained from Moon. We're trying to find these operators in the connector, and they do need to be wary of black stairs. They have had a couple of gunshots coming from that area, but they'll get the wine hatch open. And Deleted needs to be very careful here. Coast Guard not giving any kind of leeway, and Gag taking out Kolvix, with Borger responding very quickly and trading him off. Not a lot of time left, 15 seconds to go. EKU have started to make their way through the site. Borger does get flashed off from the Razor Balloon. Oh, Lava looks away! Deleted will get 2. Legend will go down, and it's not a lot of time, not a lot of health. And Coast Guard will even it out at the half, making it a 3-3.
These are getting heated now.
Much stronger than our map 1, I will say, Damien.
Let's see what this last round of the half has in store for us.
No, that was our half.
That was our half. I can't read these numbers.
You silly goose.
You're right. These do be looking like EKO on defense now. So what am I saying? Oh well. I might be a little tired. I did just wake up.
That's so real. That's so real. Oh.
Furthermore, what we got cooking?
What we have cooking is a gridlock take from Donut on the side of Coast Guard. Which I do like.
I do like gridlock on maps that have a lot of stairs. Which I know sounds weird because technically a lot of the maps have like almost every map has stairs.
Yeah, but these stairs are
these stairs in particular.
You can never have too much flank watch.
Right.
Drones, utility.
10 seconds left.
It's always good to watch your 6.
Rainbow is 6.
How did I know you were going to say that? Because if you didn't say it, I was going to say it. I was going to be like your 6 siege, that is. But here we go. Coast Guard making their way towards the library, which EKU has quite the establishment inside of. And we'll have to be careful. Lomo firing through, not connecting with anything just yet. But Coast Guard know what they're getting into now. All these players that are currently playing in the library position. I don't think the library is the safest way to take this. Especially as my angry teammates come.
Yeah.
This is still a great
That's
play from EKU. There's your gridlock utility being
used offensively. Like as opposed to the normal defensive set. Oh, Deleted gets dropped by something.
Oh,
That was it, wasn't it? Okay. I didn't know if it was what we were watching right now.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, we have it all wrong. They've opted to go first floor first. They're in bar and living room. I've just realized.
Well, trade's going back and forth, but it's currently in the favor of EKU. Still throwing there, and a good swing.
It's just a lot of kills coming out. But once the kills finish off, EKU will take the round. Very nice job. It did look strong for Coast Guard in the beginning there, but they kind of flopped once it came to the execute there. They still didn't finish clearing out that top floor. Even though they got their picks, they kind of just gave it up a little too much.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
In any case, now we'll go to basement. I guess we'll save top floor for last. It being a very strong site to
Bomb
go
located
to.
by attackers.
Amazi being taken out will definitely hinder Coast Guard in the information agreements.
Exciting.
That will
10 seconds.
Okay. We've seen some interesting picks from EKU
5
that we
seconds remaining.
we weren't able to see the first map, but just different
Attackers
than we've seen every round in general. The Goyo and Mozzie, so I'm interested to see how we do with that. Fuse is also very funny to see on Coast Guard.
It could work. There is a good fuse trick here. Whether or not Coast Guard know it is the next question. I might do the basic version of this strategy, which, yep, that's what we'll have to see. Not in a position to deny this wall coming down, so Coast Guard making a very nice play. Let's look at the, oh, speaking of nice plays, Borger with a very nutty angle. Taking a diamond. That's the fuse gone very quickly. And with that, EKU will probably start to slow it down. Oh, very close engagement here from both players. Kolvix being ever so careful. Both these players could get into it, deleted, taking more of the blunt force, and he'll go down. Whether or not Kolvix knows this is the question. And I think deleted has been left alone? Where did Gag go? Okay. Deleted will get removed from the board off of Kolvix. That's a 5v3 with half of your time gone if you're Coast Guard. They've now opted in to try and go for Boiler. They do still have one exothermic and 2 EMPs to play around with. It's just not a lot of time left, and there's still a lot of key operators in very important positions. As I say, that Sin on the flank will take out Donut, which is your flank watcher. A little ironic. Legend will respawn onto Moon, taking down your Goyo, and Gag will also take out Kolvix, trying to even it out. Gag also incurring a lot of damage, and Legend definitely has to know that Sin is right there. He's backing off. The bullets will fly. He'll get a little bit. He'll get Borger, though. So that'll be a second kill for Gag.
Ooh,
that'll be a third kill for Gag. And he's managed to brute force his way through. The Legend will lose the 1v1 all to Sin. The diffuser is going to be able to go down, and he's spotted. But now it's a post-plant.
I feel like this is the first we finally made it to a 1v1 situation post-plant. So it's still in anyone's favor.
It's in anyone's favor.
Stronger and
I do think Gag. Gag has full. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Very careful here.
Now you know you
Have
gotta.
to flush and defuse.
Oh, the crawling over. I like it. Oh, but.
Who knows? Sin with a triple kill, and he's got plenty of time to get the defuse off.
Wow.
Very nice stuff. Great clutch on the side of Sin. I got my heart pumping a little bit.
Gaming is in. We are definitely witnessing gaming.
We are gaming. The gamers are gaming. All the girls are galling currently.
Yeah.
EKU still looking
Attackers need to
strong
locate and defuse as many bombs as they
after
can.
that very nice clutch. Sin bringing the sentry pick. A little more defensively, utilizing a deployable and a deployable shield. Deployable camera and a deployable shield. They're locking themselves in. I don't think EKU likes top floor. This is very interesting. They have gone both first floor sites before they have went upstairs.
Of a bomb.
And with that,
5 seconds left.
we'll see how that translates to how strong the defense can be. They do have the Ella along with the mirror. And the mirror holding upstairs would be quite the slowdown for the Coast Guard. Still on the alert game. Lomo could get into a very early engagement here. 3 operators currently set up to take the library position or taking the top down position. Sin getting ready for close plan vertical plays. Deleted getting into a small incursion here. Back and forth we'll go. Still great hold of office here. This is going to force Coast Guard to utilize a lot of their utility to try and force their way through here. Lomo might go aggressive here now that he knows a lot of these players are back up, but deleted will take him out. And Borgor is still in the position to respond, but Moon takes out Gag.
I've never seen a Mira window used so low.
Oh yeah, so to try to play for the little pop-ups.
Yeah, I do like it. It's just so like, why? It's like, damn, I've never thought about that. Given I didn't play too much Seed, I only got to like platinum, if anything.
Still mowing their way through though is Moon, who's still in a very nice spot here. He's pinched out by the rest of his operators, and Borgor is the only man left upstairs to try and answer. His teammate is taken out.
Oh, there.
Very nice shot onto deleted.
Minute mark with 2 on both sides. However, damage went straight back and forth, but Borgor does win the engagement in the end.
It's all up to Diamond now.
The time trying to avenge that. Oh,
the timing. It's so bad.
Unfortunately, I don't know where if that. I think they got spooked, so I don't know where that Nomad actually ended up.
I think I went a little bit above the door frame, but now that they know, there's only 30 seconds, and it's a 2 versus 1, so they'll play for. Never mind.
They'll play for that.
Oh my goodness. Big nitro kill. Holy.
They heard the rats in the ceiling and did not want them to live.
Listen, the exterminators are expensive, man.
More expensive than a C4?
You'd be surprised.
If it's homemade, I guess.
You'd be surprised.
Are these?
You didn't hear that from us, though.
Do not use C4 to get rid of the rats in your house.
Please do not. You do not go to war with the rats. You will lose. I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah.
Despite that, however, EKU are on match point, which could be series point as well.
Yeah, I want to be serious and talk about the match, but at the same time, I want to keep talking about this rat war.
The rats? Yeah.
Because I feel like it'd be the same reason why the Emu War was lost. Just too much
Yeah, I can't believe that's a real...
too much things wasted to not make it even worth it in the end.
That was like a real military like event, and like people died. Genuinely, people died.
Yeah, but the big issue is like they wasted so many bullets that it just wasn't worth it.
So, speaking of like going to war on like just animals, I've been seeing videos of a guy who like puts firecrackers on like cockroaches and just blows them up.
All right.
Literally using vortexes against roaches. Anywho, Coast Guard making their top floor control here.
We are currently being told by upper management that we need to pause the game. Yeah. Our observer.
We should probably know. No, DJ Man is saying it.
Yes. Pinned in Discord to halt this further.
I think it might have been a previous round, maybe. That's weird.
So while we figure out what's going on, I hope it's not from us talking about Rat War.
Yeah, that
Are we in trouble? Or is it something that, or it's a ruling thing? We will learn eventually. Currently, they're just running in there. The round's being played out very quickly, but I think they're just trying to close that out fast and see what's happening. So they're saying GG. I don't know what's going on.
I'm really not sure what's happening. I don't think this round is gonna count, especially since we have official stoppage for this match. Well, while we try to see what's going on with management and what happened in that match, we're gonna take a quick break, and we should be back shortly. Well, after a quick, admin pause, tech pause, we've alluded through all the issues, and it is safe to say that we're going to close out our match day with an EKU victory. And apologize for the long wait. But aside from that, that will close out today's match day. And other than that, yes, that's all we have. Any closing remarks, Damien?
I hope everyone enjoyed our wonderful match tonight, and sorry for the wait to confirm
Yes.
the ending and all that.
But other than that, that'll do it for us at the desk.